Hello friends, welcome back to Restart UPSC. So far we have completed 2000 up to 2018 GS papers, right? Prelims. Now let's start with 2019 paper, right? Now let's go to the first question. With reference to Mughal India, sorry, what are the differences between Jagirdar and Jamindar? Okay. Jagirdars were holders of land assignments in lieu of judicial and police duties, whereas Jamindars were holders of revenue rights without obligation to perform any duty other than revenue collection. Okay, see here, friends. Yes, Jagirdars were given land, and they were also given assignments of doing judicial duties, police duties, right? And for Jamindars, mainly their purpose was to collect the revenue and give to the Mughal emperor, act as a mediator between Mughals and peasants. But they were also given some sort of other works as well. Okay, depending on time. But he is telling what? Any duty without obligation of any duty. Here, this statement becomes wrong. Okay. Now, coming to second statement. Land assignments to Jagirdars were hereditary and revenue rights of Jamindars were non-hereditary. See here, friends. Land, see, these rights were there, no? For Jamindars, they were hereditary. Okay, but when coming to, say, Jagirdars, it was not hereditary. Okay, that means, see, it was not necessarily hereditary. This is the correct word. Not necessarily hereditary. That means what? There were few instances where they were given hereditary also, but it is not a right for them. Okay, so see, answer is neither one nor two. Right? Now see what we have to do. We have to read, see, Mughal India, right? So Mughals are very, very important. Of course, in the recent NCRTs, our Indian government, they have removed these Mughal chapters. But don't know, UPSC will be definitely asking on Mughals. Medieval India is very, very important. Nowadays, there is an increasing trend of questions from the from the medieval India, especially on the Mughals. Right now, what we have to do, we have to read the Mughal administration, right? Jamindar system, and also coming to Delhi Sultanate as well, right? All these things we have to revise from. At least see, these things are very important. Jamindar system, Jagirdar system, okay, Iqtidar system are also there. Okay, all these things we have to revise. It is there in NCRTs, okay, theme to NCRTs, right? If we revise that, that's more than enough. Okay, and as Shivin sir said, we can follow a Lucent as well. Okay, whichever the factual part is there, we will get the content from Lucent, and this NCRTs is there, no, they'll suffice. See, sometimes see what it is not there for the mains. Okay, we should also do the cost benefit analysis, right? So we'll give sufficient time to these things, medieval and ancient India, but not excessively focusing on it. Right now, coming to second question. With reference to land reforms in independent India, which one of the following statements is correct? Okay, the sealing laws were aimed at family holdings and also individual holdings as well. Okay, second statement is wrong. Now, major aim of land reforms were providing agricultural lands to all the landless. Yes, this is the correct statement. See, by seeing all, don't think that this statement is a wrong statement. Okay, no. It resulted in cultivation of cash crops as predominant form of cultivation. See, first thing, people don't have land, right? So when they get land, what they will do? They'll at least try to make some food crops, right? Not they from the day one itself they don't start with the cash crops. Okay, no. Land reforms permitted no exemptions to the ceiling limits. There were exemptions, right? See, for tea plantation, like for they have given exceptions. Okay, for garden lands they have given exceptions. Okay, for cooperative bodies, okay, they have given exceptions. Okay, so answer is B. Now what we have to do? Land reforms are very important. Okay, in the post-independence era, land reforms they were very, very important. See, because of this only many constitutional amendments have been done. Right, it continued till 44th Amendment, where right to property was removed as a fundamental right and it was made a constitutional right. So it was a long discussion. Most of the cases it was related to land only, no? So we have to read land reforms chapters very keenly since questions are there. This topic will be asked in mains as well, right? Coming to third question. global competitiveness report is published by? Dear friends, this is very easy. If you know the answer, you can answer this type of questions. If not, please leave this type of questions. Okay. Answer is World Economic Forum. Now what we have to do? See, we have to make notes on these organizations, whatever reports they have giving, and also about these organizations, their objectives in brief as well. Okay. Now coming to fourth question. See, friends, these charter acts, regulating acts, Government of India acts, they are very, very important. Okay, their provisions are been asked one on them. See, in 2024 also there was question. Okay, on 1833 Act, Charter Act. Now see, consider the following statements about the Charter Act of 1813. Okay, it ended the trade monopoly of East India Company in India, except for trading tea and trade with China. Yes, this statement is correct. Right? Now, it asserted the sovereignty of British Crown over the Indian territories held by the company. Yes, this is also there. Right? Now see, the revenues of India were now controlled by British Parliament. See, friends, this provision, it came into force during the Pitt's India Act only. Pitt's India Act. Okay. So what happens? See here, if you know third one is wrong, we'll get the answer. Right? Now, see, as we have discussed, we have to know the provisions of all those Crown Acts and Company Acts. Right? Coming to fifth question. With reference to Swadeshi movement, consider the following statements. See, friends, we have seen many questions regarding Swadeshi movement, Surat split, okay, and the split between moderates and extremists. We have seen few questions, right? So this Swadeshi movement is also important. Okay, pre-Gandhian movements. These are right. This was started in 1905. Right now, see, let's go to the statements. It contributed to the revival of indigenous artisan crafts and industries. Yes, indigenous. The term itself means Swadeshi. Right now, the National Council of Education was established. Yes, this was truly established. See, when you are boycotting British goods, British education, what you have to do? You have to provide the alternate commodities, right? Alternate services also. Now, we have revived artisan crafts, industries, and also our education system. Right? In this way also, you can answer this question. Okay? The answer is both 1 and 2. Now, what we have to do? We have to read everything about Swadeshi movement. Okay? See, National Council of Education, it is there now. It was established in 1906. Okay, so we have to read everything about it, right? There, before it, their consequences. Who are the people who actively participated, especially Bal Gangadhar Tilak sir, Bipi Chandra Pal sir, Lala Lajpat Rai sir. These people, they played a crucial role, right? And the Surat split also is very important. It is very much linked with Swadeshi movement, right? Now, coming to sixth question. Consider the following pairs: movement or organization leader. Okay, All India Anti-Untouchability League. Yes, this is established by Mahatma Gandhi. Please don't get confused with B.R. Ambedkar sir. Okay, now All India Kisan Sabha. Yes, it was established by Swami Sahajananda Saraswati. Okay, this is also correct. And of course, we know self-research movement. It was asked in 2025 also. Let's see here how PYQs are repeating. 2 marks question. Very easy. P.V. Ramaswamy Naikar. Right? Answer is 1, 2, and 3. See, friends, now what we have to do? We have to read about in spectrum. I think in the appendices, he has given a table in that book. There is a table, right, of organizations and the leaders. Okay, even if it is, and there are other organization and readers as well. I think after every chapter there is summary, right? From there we'll try to make notes. Okay, or else revise spectrum. Okay, why again to make notes unnecessarily? Right? If we revise spectrum, that's more than enough. We have to clutter the clutter. As Madhujan sir said, we will try to make notes, but wherever it is required. If it is there in some sources, we'll read from there. Okay, now coming to seventh question. Which one of the following is not a Harappan site? Okay, here. Then this is Chanhudar, it is there now. It is a bead making and metalworking site of Harappan. Now see, Code Digi, this is there in NCRT as well. Okay, in the Sindh region. I hope you can find it. In NCRT, it is clearly mentioned Code Digi. Now see, Desalpur. Okay, it was also Harappan site. It is in Gujarat. Okay, there also we find fortifications, potteries, and seals. Now coming to Sohagora. See, it was a copper plate inscription site. Okay, during the Ashokan Mauryan era. Okay, so see, answer is answer C. Okay, so what we have to do, see, in the NCERTs, there are diagrams, right? We need to be very clear, and also wherever places are mentioned, we have to make notes on it. Okay, which period at least it is belonging, right? I think it will be there in the Lucent as well. Okay, from there we'll try to read about these places and also other places as well. Okay, let's make a chronology also. In that it will be there. We'll try to revise from there. Eighth question: in which of the following relief sculpture inscriptions is Ranyo Ashoka, King Ashoka mentioned along with the stone portrait of Ashoka? See here, friends, this is very basic question, right? Answer is Kanganahalli. It is there in NCERT, right? Okay, and also ancient history NCERT is there, no, of R.S. Sharma sir. I think it is there in that. I have read it there. Okay, I'm remembering in that way. Now see, coming to Sanchi, it is there in Madhya Pradesh. It was built by Ashoka only. Okay, as a commemoration of Gautam Buddha on his relics. Right. See, Shawazgiri. It is there in Pakistan, and it was also a Mauryan era. Okay, rock edicts. Okay. See here, Sohagora again. It has come. Right. It is a copper plate inscription. Okay, as we said. Now what is asking? Is asking about Rani Ashoka. It was depicted in Kanganhalli. Right. Now what becomes very important, friends? See, during the Ashokan period, there were rock edicts, minor rock edicts, major rock edicts. Okay, pillar architecture, all these things are there. No, we have to revise all those things, especially in the NCERTs and Lucent chapter. Will be, no, we have to read. See, friends, since then we are seeing questions on history only, and in that ancient medieval questions are more. Have you observed? Right. Now, coming to ninth question. See, this is also ancient Indian question only. Deification of Buddha, that means treating Buddha as a deity, okay, as a god. Now, treading the path of bodhisattvas, that is following the path of bodhisattvas, okay. Image worship and rituals. See, all these things are part of Mahayana Buddhism. Okay, all these things. See, these are the factors where Mahayana Buddhism is differing with Hinayana Buddhism, where Buddha was treated as teacher in Hinayana Buddhism, here as a god. There, the bodhisattva concept was not there. What they have done in Mahayana Buddhism, the characteristics or the qualities which are present in Buddha, they have created a personification of those qualities into bodhisattvas. Okay, compassion, okay, power, right? Uh, all these things they are converted into bodhisattvas, and the bodhisattvas are who they delay the salvation for the betterment of the people. Okay, now see, they have created images and rituals. Okay, Mahayana Buddhism has followed Sanskrit. Okay, the scripts were written in Sanskrit, right? Answer is 1, 2, and 3. Now what we have to do? We have already discussed many times, right? Buddhism is very, very important. Buddhism, Jainism. Okay, we'll try to read about it in the part of ancient history. Also in the form of art and culture also. Within Singhania book also it is there, no? And also ancient history, the whichever source are we are following, we'll try to revise from those chapters, those books, sources, right? Now, coming to 10th question. With reference to forced labor, Vishti, in India during the Gupta period, which one of the following statements is correct? See, friends, what they should do. I think you have seen Bahubali movie. There, Ballala Deva, he want to erect his golden statue. What he will do, he'll forcibly take the gold from people. The same happens here also. What they are doing for the sake of income for the state. See, if any person is not paying tax for them, okay, if any person is spending, what they will do, they'll convert that person, low class person or high class person, mostly low class persons only. They'll convert them into a forced labor person. He'll not be paid, but the person who should pay for the labor, they'll be paying for the state. Okay, see here, it was considered as a source of income for the state, a sort of tax paid by the people. Okay, this is the definition. Right, it was in the Gupta period only. Here it is there. Right, people call Gupta period as the golden era just for the sake of the development of administration, arts, okay, advancement in science and technology, mathematics, okay, all these things. But behind that, these sort of inequalities, okay, social inequalities, caste system, right, all these things were also there. And one of those discrimination, social discrimination, or Vishti as well. Okay, now what we have to do, see here, Gupta period is also very important as equal as Mauryan period, right? We'll try to revise all the socio-religious, economic, political history of Gupta period. Okay, it will be there in the NCRTs, right? In the Lucent also, we'll try to revise from there, right? Now, coming to 11th question, see here, friends. This question is from medieval history. Building Kalyana Mandapas was a notable feature in the temple construction in the kingdom of Vijayanagara. You know, in the Hazara Ramaswamy temple, okay, Vitala Swami, Virupaksha temple, Vitala temple, right? These Kalyana Mandapas were there. See, these were dedicated to the Kalyana, that means uh, marriage ceremonies of the deities. Okay, now what we have to do? See, of course, we need to read about Vijayanagara Empire. Here, Chalukyan, Chandela, Rashtrakuta, he has given as options. So we'll try to revise from a few basic things about these things as well: socio, religious, economic, political aspects of these dynasties, right? And especially Vijayanagara is very, very important. See, friends, most of the cases I've seen few toppers also they'll be telling, and even Sarthi Shivins are all they also said once that when if there are options, see Vijayanagara kingdoms or Vijayanagara kings, okay, if Vijayanagara is there in options, most of the cases it will be the answer only. Okay, UPSC likes Vijayanagara kingdom very much, right? Very, very important as well. So we need to revise about Vijayanagara kingdom, its architecture, and all other aspects of Vijayanagara kingdom. Okay, in Dr. UPSC channel, YouTube channel, there is some 40 minutes or 1 hour video regarding the entire uh, basic things about Vijayanagara, which UPSC asks. Not entirely. Whatever things are very important, he has made a video. You can watch it there. I watched it for 2024 prelims. I have that notes. If you want, I'll share it. But okay, I'll share that notes. I have written the notes. I'll share in the Telegram, right? But you also try to watch that video. See, the things which we see, which we hear, we'll remember it for a long time, which we read. Okay, coming to 12th question, consider the following statements. In the revenue administration of Delhi Sultanate, the in charge of revenue collection was known as Amil. Yes, friends, this is true. Okay, now Ikta system of sultans of Delhi were an ancient indigenous institution. See here, friends, Delhi sultans, they themselves were migrated from Central Asia. Right? Then how can it be indigenous? Right? It was not indigenous. They were derived from Central Asian only. Okay. So second is wrong. See here. These two options are gone. We know first one is correct. Answer is one only. Right? No, see. The office of Mir Bakshi came into existence during the reign of Khalji Sultans of Delhi. No, it was not Khalji Sultans. It was in the reign of Akbar. Okay. Now see. Since then we are observing questions from ancient history, medieval history only. Right? We have seen no Mughal era is very important. See here, Akbar is there. So whatever Akbar has introduced in the administrative system, military system, it becomes important. And also, see here, Khilji dynasty. He has also uh, mainly Alauddin Khilji. He also made market reforms. Right? He also brought some revolutionary changes in the army system, administrative system, market system. Right? So all these things become very important. So we need to revise Delhi Sultanate chapter, Mughal chapter, almost the entire middle history, but not the larger books. Okay, we'll try to revise from NCRT's themes book and Lucent. Okay, as Shivin sir said, I followed only these two sources. Okay, I revised from Lucent and I revised the themes chapter NCRT's. Coming to 13th question, consider the following statements. See here, friends, this is also medieval history question only. Okay, see how much UPSC is focusing on medieval history and ancient history. Saint Nimbarka was a contemporary of Akbar. Now, friends, see, Saint Nimbarka, he was a Vaishnavite saint. He belonged to 14th century. Okay, we know Akbar belonged to 16th century, roughly, right? So, first statement is wrong. Now, Saint Kabir was greatly influenced by Sheikh Ahmad Sirhindi. No, he was influenced by Ramananda. He was also Vaishnava saint. Okay, who followed Nirguna Bhakti. Right? So these two statements are wrong. Now what we have to do? See, Bhakti movement, Sufi movement. These are very, very important for us. right? It is there in the within Singhania sir book also, and also in the ancient history, medieval history chapters. Sorry, medieval history chapters. Okay, in the Lucent, in the theme section, we'll try to revise entirely those things. Okay. See, we have to read about these personalities as well, and there are other leaders, other Bhakti movement and Sufi movement saints, scholars. Okay, UPSC has asked about Ramanujacharya also, right? So all these things becomes very important. We'll try to revise it. Okay. Now, coming to 14th question. With reference to British colonial rule in India, consider the following statements. Mahatma Gandhi was instrumental in abolition of system of indentured labor. Yes, friends. He was the pioneer in abolishing this labor system. Okay. So this is very factual thing. Now, see, even if you don't know this statement also, you can answer this question. The Lord Chelmsford's War Conference. Okay, that means in the 1990s, he's telling that is World War One. Okay, so we don't know Chelmsford reforms, 1919, Government of India Act 1919. Okay, keep that in mind. So that means during the World War One time. Now, Mahatma Gandhi did not support the resolution on recruiting Indians for World War. So no, they did support because to gain the trust of the British Empire. Okay, so that see, these people they have helped us in the World War, winning the World War. So let's give them dominion status, right? This way they have thought, but British they were not such good people. See, they were fighting World War just for becoming an imperial power. Then why they will be giving us dominion status, right? But at that time, people were very dharma oriented, like Mahatma Gandhi. He's peace oriented, right? So he thought that he he thought that they will be giving the fruitful things for our trust on the British. But it was not there. So second statement is wrong. Now see, if you know this one statement, you will get the answer. Answer is 1 and 3. Okay. Now see the third statement. Conse Consequent upon the breaking of salt law by Indian people, the Indian National Congress was declared illegal. Yes, it was declared illegal. See why? Because we are uh, violating this salt law, right? It was the salt law was in 1882. Okay. This civil disobedience movement. It was during 1930, right? It was declared illegal in 1932. See, in 2025, we have seen there is one question is there, no? The sedition has become my religion, said by Gandhiji, during which period? So it was civil disobedience only, right? The sedition is nothing but, see, what is sedition? We are going against the law. That is salt law here. Okay, see here. From this statement only in 2025, the question has come. Right, so if you have read if you have read from PYQs, we will be revising CDM here. So you will be getting to know that the quotation of Gandhiji, I didn't know. I marked it to some other Quit India movement. I thought Quit in India is like a sedition, no? So I have thought that way and I kept Quit India, but it was civil disobedience movement. Okay, my mistake. That's why I lost it. 2025, I didn't qualify. Right? No. So what we have to do? See, I've said no. We have to read about all these things, especially Mahatma Gandhi. See, is very very important in our independence history. So whatever he has done, we should read about him extensively, right? And also see here, all the see Gandhian. This is civil disobedience movement, right? Salt law, all these things, right? And see, during World War also, these people they have made very extensive studies. Okay, there were extensive discussions there. So all these things we have to read, friends. Let's revise all these things from Spectrum. Okay, now coming to 15th question. With reference to Indian National Congress movements, consider the following pairs. See, friends, if we know, uh, if we have read Spectrum correctly, this answer is very easy. Now see, Sir Tej Bahadur Sapru, President All India Liberal Federation. Yes, see here, this is there. This person is mentioned with along with this organization in roundtable conferences. He attended all the 3 roundtable conferences. Okay, he was a moderate, and he always had the faith in constitutional means. Okay, this is right. Now, Casey Nyogi. See, if I'm spelling it wrong, please forgive me. Okay, member Constitutional Assembly. Yes, this is true, but we can't remember all the people's name, right? But even though if we don't know this, we can answer this question. See how it is. You know, PC Joshi, he is a communist leader. Okay, see, so 1 and 3 should be there. There is only one option 1, 2, and 3. The UPSC has given this option to know us that even if you don't know this, if you know these two, you will get the answer. Okay, UPSC wanted us to know these two personalities. They were famous, PC Joshi and Tej Bahadur Sapru. This person, he also part of many committees, right? General purpose committee, it is there, no? No, sorry, not about that. Okay, in some committees he was there. Okay, we'll try to read about Tej Bahadur Sapru sir also, right? And then about PC Joshi as well. Okay, about KC Nagi. Maybe he is famous personality. That's why UPSC might have asked about this person, right? So we'll try to read about this famous personalities. And of course, it is there in spectrum also. But we'll try to refer few important points about these persons. Okay. Now coming to 16th question. With reference to Mian Tansin, which one of the following statements is not correct? Okay. Tansin was the title given to him by the Emperor Akbar. It was not Tansin, Mian. This was the title. Okay, so this is the wrong statement and this is the answer. Okay, we know Tansin composed Drupada Ragas. Okay, he composed songs on his patrons as well. That's why he was brought to uh, Emperor. Sorry, he was brought to Emperor Akbar's that so that he can sing on Emperor Akbar and his patrons, right? And see, he invented many ragas. All these things are correct, and this is the wrong statement, and he was asking wrong statement only. Right? His original name was some Ramtanu Pandey. Okay, even Tansen was also his name. This Mian is there, no? This is the title given by Akbar. Okay, now see what we have to do. We have to read about Tansen. Okay, about him, and also see about Akbar as well. Of course, Akbar, Mughals are very important, greater Mughals. Okay, now coming to 17th question. Who among the following Mughal emperors shifted emphasis from illustrated manuscripts to album and individual portraits? See, friends, from this word only we'll come to know that the answer is Jahangir. He was the person who illustrated that these individual portraits. Okay, Mughal school of painting was originated during the period of Akbar, right? From there, the individual portraits, this person has developed. He was very much interested in art. Okay, now what we have to do, see here, all the greater Mughals are mentioned here, right? We have to read about these people very extensively. That means architecture, okay, what they have done, any famous personalities, okay, the contemporaries, okay, and see Jahangir, he killed fifth Sikh Guru Arjan Dev, right? And he has taken see this Mughal paintings to zenith. So even Mughal paintings will come into picture, okay, and any travelers are there. All these things become very important. So what we'll do, we'll just simply read about these greater Mughals from the NCRTs and also from Lucent. Okay, very important. Now, coming to 18th question. Which one of the following national parks lies completely in temperate alpine zone? Temperate alpine zone. Okay, that means what? Either higher latitude or the higher elevation. Okay, now see. Manas National Park. See, this is in Assam, right? So that is in the subtropical region only. So this is not the answer. Now see, Namdapha National Park. I hope you remember one question we have solved in the previous years, in 2013 or 2014, where it has asked which is the national park which hosts the all the type of vegetation from tropical to alpine. So there we have seen answer is Namdapha. It is there in Arunachal Pradesh. So this altitude, it is ranging from 200 meters to some 400 meters. Right? What is asking? Temperate alpine zone. So even this is not the answer. In the same question, Neora Valley was also mentioned. This is there in West Bengal. Okay, it is also in the tropical zone only. So even this is not the answer. Answer is Valley of Flowers National Park, which is which altitude is very high. Okay, so answer is this. See, if you know this answer is very good. This is almost the average elevation is from 3000 to 4000 meters. Okay, so this will be there almost in the alpine temperate zones only. Okay, oak tree. Okay, birch, it is there. No, they live there. It is there in Uttarakhand. Okay, even above the Badrinath, I think so. Okay, Badrinath is also is even a colder place. Above that, this Valley of Flowers National Park is there. Okay, answer is D. See, from one PYQ, we can answer this question correctly. Namdafa, we know that only Neora Valley National Park is mentioned, so we would have read about this about it. We know Manas National Park, it is in Assam, right? So three options are eliminated, right? This is how we use PYQs. I should have used it in 2025, but I couldn't able to do it. Now I'm doing it for 2026 prelims after failing 5 attempts. Okay, I'm telling all these things just because to let you know that don't do these type of mistakes and lose your valuable time. Okay, valuable attempts also. Now I'm 31 years old. Till now I didn't attempt means. Okay, I'm still working on it. So who people who are watching these videos who are at the age of 21, 22, 23, please don't use your uh, please use your time judiciously and try to not solve PYQs but also try to use the dimensions of PYQs. Okay. Now coming to 19th question. Atal Innovation Mission is set up under the Niti Aayog. Very simple question, friends. Okay, nothing much to discuss about it. Okay, it was set up in 2016. Okay, it was a flagship program of Niti Aayog. Okay, to create the ecosystem of the at the various levels of schools, universities, research institutions, industries, so that they can develop the innovative products. Okay, Atal Tinkering Labs, all these things are there. No, they will be coming under this Atal Innovation Mission only. Now, what we have to do? See, we have to read about this Atal Innovation Mission, right? And all the other programs where we are trying to improve the innovation. Okay, all these things. There are many other schemes like Atal Innovation Mission. Here it is there. Atal Tinkering Labs are there. Okay, there are many other schemes, upcoming schemes, right? And see, here Niti Aayog is mentioned, so definitely we have to read about Niti Aayog, right? And see, Department of S&T are also given, Ministry of Labor. So we'll try to read about these departments, whichever schemes or programs they are hosting. We'll try to read about it. Okay, we'll try to make notes on it. I'll make notes on it and I'll share in the Telegram channel. Okay, coming to 20th question. On the 21st June, the sun. That is what? This is summer solstice rise. That means sun will be directly on Tropic of Cancer. Let's see in the options. It is Arctic Circle, Antarctic Circle, Equator, Tropic of Capricorn. So we can remove this. Okay, now see when direct sun is falling. See, if this is Earth, this is Equator, this is Tropic of Cancer is there. No? This is sun. You see, the sunlight is directly falling on Tropic of Cancer. This is Arctic Circle. Okay, so this is line of luminance. That means see, this is day and this is entirely night. Okay, now see, this part is there. No? We'll change the color. So this part, see, even if it goes that side also, the sun never sets in this origin. Okay, in this horizon. That is nothing but Arctic Circle. The sun does not set below the horizon at the Arctic Circle. I think this question was there in 2025 or 2024. I don't remember it exactly, but I'm feeling that this question was asked again. Okay, in a different context, I think so. Maybe similar question. Of course, this summer solstice, winter solstice, they are very important, right? So answer is A, right? Now what we have to do? This is the basic NCERT question only, no? So we have to revise geography NCERTs. Okay, in prelims for NCERTs are more than enough, right? Coming to 21st question. Which one of the following groups of plants were domesticated in New World and introduced into Old World? Okay, see here friends. These Western European countries, all these people are there, no? They call themselves New World and call our Asia and Africa as Old World. Okay, now let's keep this argument aside. Now let's try to solve this question. He's telling what? From New World, they were introduced into Old World. Okay, let's see the options first. See here, cotton. See, in the Mehergar only we have seen, that means, see, in the ancient Indian history, okay, where the Paleolithic, Stone Age, Neolithic age, before the Neolithic age, even from there only, cotton was cultivated in the Mehergar, right? Even if you take IBC also, there were cotton garments, right? So that means in the Old World also, cotton was there. So these options can't be right. Now see, in IBC, we have seen they used to cultivate wheat and barley, right? So even this option is wrong. Even if you don't know the question also, you can write this answer, right? We already know tobacco we have got from Europeans only, through Europeans. Now see, cocoa, of course, this we know coffee came from Brazil, right? Brazil only, no? Some Baba Budan, I think so. Am I telling correct? Okay, let's keep those that is aside. But we know coffee it was introduced into India by some other person, And also this rubber also, it came from Brazil only. Okay, so the answer is A. Now see here friends, see similar type of question it was there in 2025 also, right? Papaya, guava, some cashew, it was asked, right? So it is there in spectrum. Okay, I think in the advent of European chapter, I think so, right? We have to revise the spectrum very clear, pinpoint. Okay, these types of easy questions are there. No, we should not lose these type of questions. Coming to 22nd question. Consider the following statements. Asiatic lion is naturally found in India only. Yes, Asiatic lion is only found in Gir National Park. Okay, so this answer is correct. And we have seen one of the PYQs in 2016 or 2017 that Asiatic lion, they were planning to relocate to another park. Kuno National Park is there, no? See, there we have read that Asiatic lions were uh, they were planning to relocate. So see, it has asked about Asiatic lion in the 2019 paper. See how UPSC is again revisiting its PYQs. Okay, now see, double-humped camel is naturally found in India. No, friends, it is found in Gobi Desert, that means Mongolia. Okay, it is there in India as well. Okay, China, Kazakhstan, most of the Central Asian countries and Asia is there. No, in that double-humped camel is found. So second statement is wrong. Right now, one-horned rhinoceros is naturally found in India only. See, friends, this one-horned rhinoceros, it is also found in other regions also. Okay, in the Nepal. Okay, southeast. Okay, in there also it is found. Okay, in these statements, only Asiatic lion is indigenous to our India. It is endemic to India. Okay, not indigenous, endemic to India. Okay, so the answer is one only. Okay, this rhinoceros, you know, it is found in Nepal as well, in our close proximity. Okay, now see what we have to do. We have to read about Asiatic lion. Okay, it is IUCN status. Okay, sites, appendices. It is there a Wildlife Protection Act. Right, about double-humped camel also, it is distribution. Rhinoceros also, it is distribution. Okay, in which national parks it is there, right? Oh, I think see in the 2019 he has given about these animals, right? Let's see whether these things are repeated or not. Okay, please remember this. Again, we'll try to discuss in the that paper if the questions were coming on this. Now, coming to 23rd question, consider the following place. Pandharpur, Chandrabhaga River. Yes, this is right. Tiruchirappalli, Kaveri River. Yes, we know. The Srirangam temple is located between the delta of Kaveri River. Now, Hampi, see here. Even if you don't know these two also, UPSC has given a blunder mistake here. See, it is telling Malprabha. It is not Malprabha, it is Tungabhadra. We all know how Tungabhadra is very important for Vijayanagara Empire. Okay, this Hampi, their capital was located on the banks of Tungabhadra River. So see, answer is 1 and 2. Very easy. Right? Even if you don't know this about 2 also, you can answer this question. Right? Because see, Hampi is nothing but Vijayanagara Empire. We know how Vijayanagara Empire is very important for UPSC. Right? Now what we have to do? See, we have to read about Vijayanagara Empire first thing. And next, there are few famous places in India, right, which are at the bank of rivers. Right? So we'll try to revise those things. Okay. Now coming to 24th question. In a given year in India, official poverty lines are higher in some states than in other because. Here friends, see how we decide poverty based on the price levels. Okay. See now what is happening. The price levels will be differing from one state to other state. Okay, development in that state. Right? See here, price levels vary from state to state. That's why these poverty lines also vary from state to state. Okay. So this is part of poverty line determination in there, no? In that it is there. That means basis of economics is there, no? So what we have to do? We have to revise the chapter of poverty, how poverty line is decided below poverty line. The relevant committees are also there, no? We have to revise all those things. Okay. Now coming to 25th question, the last question for this video, friends. Okay. Now, in the context of which of the following do some scientists suggest the use of cirrus cloud thinning technique and the injection of sulfate aerosol into the stratosphere? Here, friends, we have seen there is one question in the UPSC PYQs also. maybe not in 2019, maybe it will be there in 2021 or 2022. It has asked about high clouds and low clouds. Okay, see here, in that high clouds are bad to our Earth than low clouds. Why? Because see, high clouds, they trap the terrestrial radiation. Okay, now what we are doing? We are thinning this cirrus clouds so that it can reduce the global warming. Okay, even the sulfate aerosols are also they also what they will do? They'll try to reflect back the sunlight. Okay, these are called geoengineering techniques. That means, what is geoengineering? So it is a technique where we try to artificially control the sunlight or the warming of the earth. Okay, all these things. Okay, now from this question, what we can do? See, we can try to read about global warming. So these are geoengineering techniques. Okay, so let's try to revise from the environment chapter regarding global warming. Okay, climate change chapter will be there. No, those things become very important. And now see artificial rains. So I think it in 2025 it has asked about how artificial rains are happening. Okay, what are the what components are used? So see from here UPSC has asked that 2025 question. If you know about if you read about artificial rains, it will be used. You would have answered the 2025 questions correctly. I made mistake in that. I was confused with that phosphate, nitrogen, phosphate, or sulfate. I marked the wrong one. Okay, let's try to read about artificial rains. What are the components used? What are the chemicals used in it? Now see, even cyclones also is he has given, right? Now see, solar wind on Earth. So all these things will be there in our environment source, right? So we'll try to revise from those things. Okay. So that's it, friends. So if you like the video, please subscribe to the channel. Please share to your friends and family. Please like the content. Okay. Please comment if you have made any mistake while explaining anything. Okay. Please forgive me for that. And please let me know in the comment section whether you are liking this content or not. Even if any suggestions are there also, please try to give me, friends. Okay. And thanks for watching this video. Please share to your friends and family who are preparing for this competitive exams. Let's build up this channel. Let's build up this engage in the channel also. Okay, it is there in your hands. Whatever there in my hands, I'm doing the content. Okay. So thank you, friends. Let's meet in the next video. Thank you. Jai Hind.